Welcome everyone to part 2 of Super Mario Sunshine. In last part, we started the game. In this part, we continued the game. Starting with Bianco Hills, the first main level of the game. And
this is a really nice first level.
It's a very cozy level for me. And
it really is. I love the music.
One aspect I just really love about Sunshine that they didn't really do much again until Odyssey is just the world structure and building. I just like how much this Isle Delfino life feels like an actual place rather than just video game level.
It looks so lived in.
Yes. And I always contend that like Delfino Plaza is the best hub of any of the 3D Marios. For both that reason and the fact that there's actually some stuff to do.
I'm too nostalgic for Peach's Castle.
And one of the things we're doing right now is we're getting blue coins. Most areas of the game have about 30 in them, and they're usually gotten by spraying some graffiti, spraying a random wall, and sometimes are just out in the open. And
I can't remember which game I played before the other, Sunshine or 64 DS. Because I think I played 64 till much later.
Yeah. And we can trade in 10 for a shine sprite in the hub. And
I definitely know I didn't even know Super Mario Sunshine existed till after Galaxy was out.
Yeah. And it's a contentious mechanic for some, but I don't really mind it. My only problem is just the fact that some you can only get in certain episodes.
Yeah, let's see, I can get Mario Sunshine. Mario 3 All-Stars. Well, I can get it for 60, a Japanese copy for 60 bucks for shipping.
I mean, that's normal.
And the first thing you'll be seeing me do in most of the episodes is hunting down all the available blue coins in that episode. Because in most levels you can get upwards of 20 of the 30 blue coins in the first episode alone.
20 sounds right.
In the case here, I think we can only get 14 or so. And every time you collect one, you also get an instant prompt to save the game, which can be helpful in some parts.
But not for you. Because I know you just refuse to save for a while.
Yeah, just to save time.
I mean, kind of the same. I was just recording a different game, and I was like, do I want to save now? Nah, that's boring to look at.
And this is one of the few missions in the game that you can completely skip if you want to, because otherwise Sunshine is mostly progresses in a linear order. With the episodes do have a bit of plot and level progression in them. In fact, if you talk to this guy, he'll be like, "What are you doing? You're getting a little ahead of yourself, don't you think? Isn't there something else you should be doing?"
No. What are you talking about?
Because in order to get to the final area of the game, we gotta complete episode 7 in every main stage. So yeah.
Oh, there's a dude there, all the way where the turbo nozzle would be.
Yeah, he's like the guardian of that or something, I think is what his text says.
Ha 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 ha!
And again, I know a lot of people aren't fine.
What am I guarding? Wouldn't you like to know? Actually, I don't either.
I know a lot of people aren't fond with this game's progression. I don't think it's that bad, but I can definitely see why some people have a problem with it.
What it came down for me is like, if they're numbered, that's usually the order I go anyway. I'm the same for Mario 64.
Yeah, I usually play Mario 64 in a pretty samey order like that.
Yeah.
Luckily, this thing is very easy to fight if you just stand on a platform behind it.
I've never seen anyone take this approach.
I've taken this
That's wicked.
I've taken this approach for years. It's like, just makes it really easy.
I mean, you'd also have to be very good at the aiming to pull this off.
I
I know I couldn't aim from afar.
You gotta get better aim.
I managed to 100% this a couple times. I'm set.
Well, I've done it like 30 plus.
Oh, now and all the coins appeared. Like all the enemies are dead now.
Yep. They couldn't live without their leader.
Whoa. It looked like Mario was facing through the ground.
There are a few areas where you can easily clip through the game. You'll actually see me do a few clips later on. Because I do perform a few like out of bounds and skips throughout the playthrough.
You're gonna... Oh.
There's one I'll definitely love to show off later. We're taking care of this guy now, because the sooner we get rid of this guy, the sooner we can also spawn the one for Gelato Beach.
Ah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Could you do this before chasing Shadow Mario into the first world?
No, because it only spawns, I think, after you either get 5 shines or after you get the first shine in Bianco Hills.
I mean, you can go to Pianta Village.
Yeah, through like some tricky platform, you can actually go to Pianta Village like immediately.
I think I managed to do that only once, but I just couldn't follow through.
Yeah,
or like I just didn't want to get a shine there. I care too much about the order.
That rises. I don't know what this building is supposed to be called.
Blue coin redeem.
Yeah, that's where you redeem the blue coins, but we won't be seeing that until the end of the playthrough. Because I like dumping them all at once. So let's head back into Bianco.
It is satisfying.
Yeah. And you can do the second episode, Down with Petey Piranha. His first introduction to the series. And he'd actually be...
My best friend, Petey. He's eating my
he
food,
just
though.
kept appearing in a lot of games after this. And then he disappeared during, like, the Wii U era, to some extent. Like, late into the Wii, early into the Wii U era.
And I think, like, his latest significant appearance was as a boss in Tennis Aces campaign.
Oh, that'd be it. That'd do it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, didn't he show up in something else? But I'm thinking of the RPGs.
Yeah, he was a boss in Partners in Time.
Partners in Time, Paper Gym, and Sticker Star Color Splash.
And he was a playable character in Double Dash alongside King Boo. He's a funny little character.
He just exists. Knows nothing but feed.
And in this game, he's a paint abomination, because most of the enemies and bosses are made of the paint goop that Shadow Mario spreads.
Same thing with the Yoshis.
So I'm hearing he's allergic to water.
That's why they dissolved in water.
Yeah. You gotta... I always love this...
According to that Mario 30th anniversary book. 35th anniversary book.
I love that.
Look, all I have...
30th. The one that's still information from the wiki.
Yeah. I also love that set piece of riding up the windmill to Petey. Oh.
Now, all I have to say on that is, why does the Odyssey Yoshi dissolve in water?
That Yoshi doesn't...
Don't think about it.
That Yoshi doesn't know how to swim. Now we get our first actual boss fight against Petey, which isn't that too difficult.
I love this music.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Did you ever listen to the Mario and Sonic 1
No, I haven't.
I think I had. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but I think I remember it.
It's really good.
Yeah, when he opens his mouth, we spray water into it until he gets fat, and then we ground pound his belly. 3 times in, we win. One little animation detail we saw briefly is that if you have Mario in sunlight and then move into a shaded area, he'll like stand and wipe his brow. Which is a neat little detail that I like.
Oh yeah.
Like there.
I always knew there was something behind it. I just didn't figure out what.
It's a pretty weird interior for a windmill. There's not even any door.
For a windmill, there's no way. There's no way to get up to the top. No safe way. Ew.
Melted in. Always felt like that looked like some sort of like chocolatey goop.
Don't touch it.
Yeah, if you actually touch the goop for too long, not only will Mario get covered in it, but he'll also take damage. There's actually like a few like unused goop types in this game. Like I know there's the one I remember most is that there was originally going to be an instant kill goop.
Ha 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 ha. I mean there is at the end of the game. It's whatever Bowser's bathing in.
Now the lighthouse has been covered by goop as well as a toad, but we won't worry about him for now.
We won't worry about Buckenberry.
There he is.
He should have stayed home. Man, like, can vacation just not happen in games? Look what keeps happening. Just like you're setting yourself up.
I think like the trope's got like Bushman's Holiday. Anytime you try to take a break or vacation, you'll still get wrapped up in an adventure. I mean, this has happened previously in Mario's series with Super Mario World. The whole plot of that game was, oh, let's go on vacation after the events of Mario 3. Oh wait, Bowser's here again.
I mean, it's their fault for leaving Peach behind. She's got a cape and just left.
She should have been fine on her own. Now the lighthouse is restored. I know one of the many scratch things of this game, because Sunshine had a pretty busy development and as they admitted, it was rushed, which you could definitely tell in certain aspects. And one of the scrap things is that rather than these like portals, you would have had like a train system that you took to each level. And
that would have been nice.
And I believe there's references in the game to at least 3 or 4 scrapped levels. So if this game had some more development time, it probably would have been longer and more complete than it was now. And the game, I definitely would love to see this game get remade at some point. But Nintendo hasn't often done remakes of mainline Mario's.
No.
Not since.
No, I mean,
although,
I mean, on the Game Boy.
Yeah, they really haven't. They really haven't done like an expansive remake since the 64 DS for the main line, anyway.
What are you talking about? Mario Maker 2 is just a remake of the first game.
You know, all those games you bring up, they're practically from the same division of Nintendo. The Mario Advance games, 64 DS, Mario Maker.
Yeah.
It all comes together.
I know the Mario Maker games. No. If I'm correct, I believe the Mario Maker games is made by the Pikmin team.
Pikmin? The only thing I was able to parse was the new Super Mario Brothers team behind it.
Yeah, like the Pikmin 4 devs are the same devs who did Wonder.
Yeah.
Because they handled 2D Mario.
Huh.
Right now,
I only thought you were guessing on that based on the engine the game used, which is not an indicator.
yeah.
No.
Okay.
So what we're doing right now is we're going for the 100 coin shine, which is
Oh, you can do that now.
which is a game mechanic that returns from 64. This is usually considered the best episode to get the 100 coin shine in this level. There are some levels that have episodes where you can't get the 100 coin shine in, but not many. The only one that's particularly bad about it is Bianca Village, where there's only like 3 episodes where you can get the 100 coins.
I was gonna say Gelato Beach, just because I think Yoshi or the Reef red coins. Because I know the Reef red coins add some more coins, I believe.
I have a Nintendo Power Guide. I have had it for years, and they actually give a list of what episodes. Not only can you get the 100 coins in, but what is the best episode for each level to get it in. And
Is it accurate?
from my experience, yes. Yeah, you can get the 100 coins in any episode of Bianco, Rico, or Gelato.
Dang, I wish I could find my Super Paper Mario guide. help me find everything.
Yeah. Peanut Park, you can't get it in episodes 1, 3, and 4. Serena in 2 and 6. No P and 3. And yeah, Pianta Village, you can only get it in episodes 1, 3, and 5. So, in other words, you can't get in any of the daytime episodes.
Oh no, yeah, that makes sense. Dang it.
Yeah. The only real problem with
I must have tried one time.
The only real problem with the 100 coins in this game is that there's very few coins even in the episodes you can get it, so you're really pretty close to that 100 coin total compared to 64. But overall, I find it generally easier because there's a lot less ways to die in a lot of these stages compared to 64. Like getting the 100 coins like TikTok or Rainbow Ride, for instance. Like
I will say I don't feel as at risk of losing them all like I do with 64.
Yeah. Like, I very much doubt you'll die trying to get them all in this stage unless you're just super bad.
Look, PD's really scary.
And unlike 64, which would spawn the star just right above you, here that in Sunshine they have a predetermined spot for where the 100 coin shine spawns.
I'm not terribly sure which I prefer because it's like you're always gonna have a shine place where it's just really far away.
What if they just give it to you automatically?
But the opposite thing is like in 64 where you can potentially spawn it over a bottomless pit or in an area that you cannot access.
I must have had that happen once.
Yeah, I've seen it happen to people where they spawn it above like a ceiling or whatever. So it's just probably better for it to have a predetermined spot. And it's usually, the predetermined spot is usually the same for every episode, unless you go to like an interior area like the beach.
I like that we're doing a Sunshine commentary in the summer. It just feels right.
Yep. It gets uploaded in September.
Gage, you'll get right on it right now. We must have this out by August. Otherwise, we're waiting till next year.
I have to wait so long for my paycheck.
What paycheck? You get paid in exposure.
I see the last 4.
Yep, boy. Last underneath this bridge that we can hang onto. Which the hanging mechanics work a lot better in this game because you don't have to hold the button to keep hanging on.
The thing with that is that I forget which is the pick option and which to jump off. I have to remind myself. Like A is boots, B is hands. So that's the only way I can determine whether to kick or jump away.
It also depends if your changes depending on if you're hanging on the ceiling or on the side.
That's exactly what I mean. If you're hanging from the ceiling, the boots is to kick, and then the hands let go. But if you're standing if you're climbing a wall or something, the boost is to jump away, and the hands are to punch.
100 coin shine also kicks you out of the level in this version, but that's not a big deal overall.
I've been thinking about the structure of this game. It definitely wishes you change the level as you progress through it, which is nice, but it forces you out as a result, and I just don't see a way to stay in the level and it keep changing. Well, I guess the paint is removing itself with the statue earlier. But
there's that one mod that makes all the episodes available at once, and honestly, it turns into some levels into kind of a mess. Especially Pianta Village.
I imagine.
I know John.
Oh my gosh, Peanut Park.
For him.
What was that,
That's
Digi?
not Johnny. Our Johnny said that it made the game much more enjoyable for him.
Yeah, because I know he's a big fan of the open-ended structure of 64, but I don't think it really works that well in Sunshine.
Well, I know most people want like 3D Mario games to just be like Banjo-Kazooie, where it's more open-ended and everything has a place.
Yeah, I do think they kind of would have been bored with that in Odyssey, honestly. There's just way too much.
I do think the Odyssey way is one of the best ways to handle this.
Because there's way too much stuff in that game.
Oh no, yeah, because you're kicked you the like. If they want to change how the level is, they just kick you to the beginning of it, like with the polar bear dudes.
Yeah.
Whatever they're called.
Like I think like 120 is a fine enough collectible amount for a platformer.
It definitely doesn't feel daunting.
Yeah. You got.
Look, as long as you don't overdo it like Banjo-Tooie.
Yeah.
Or DK64.
I have no idea what Tui does.
We'll get to DK64. Don't worry. Don't worry.
And I do feel
we'll get to it.
And I do feel like Odyssey kind of overdoes it. I feel like some platformers do that because the whole you gotta justify $60.
You know what?
Crash 4.
You know what?
Anyway, this is our first platforming bonus stage where Flood is taken away from us. And I kind of like these stages. I like the aesthetic, and I especially like the music.
The courses are
and this
very
music,
nice.
I first heard this music in New Super Mario Bros.
That's the first place I heard this.
Because DS had those mini games.
Yeah. But these are pretty fun, challenging platforming courses. And none of them are really that difficult.
It's a little demonstrous when you don't know the controls. I don't blame anyone for losing a couple lives on this one, but upon replaying it, it's like, yeah, you know what? I can pull off some nuts jumps like what Gage just pulled there. Like, yeah, like flopping there would be unheard of the first time.
Yeah, I know, right? But in addition to the
going back now.
Yeah, in addition to the 8 episodes and 100 coin shine, each stage also has 2 secret shines. Most of them involve going back into the secret stages and completing a red coin challenge. And I'm showing backtracking there just to show that this is a thing you need to do. And most other instances, I just cut back to the secret area afterwards. Like
so if anyone must know, you must know. Do we ever have an answer for what that 2 shine question mark counter is in the the shine select?
That's referring to the secret shines.
Because I never ever figured out what that was for.
But no, yeah, it's referring to shines like this. The 2 bonus ones you can get in an episode.
I'd have to look back my 100% of file to see for myself.
But yeah, these red coin challenges are never that too difficult. You're always given plenty of time to get them. And it's funny, I always hear people complain about that there's too many red coin challenges in Sunshine, but in actuality, the ratio between it and 64 are the same. Pretty much. Like 23 of the 120 stars in Mario 64 are red coins, which is about 19%, while for Sunshine it's 24 out of 120, so it's about the same.
Okay, but consider how many shine sprites are shine sprites in this game. That's what, 96? That's gonna fudge the ratio a little bit, and it's gonna feel like more red coins, especially with how less courses there are in this game.
Yeah, there's only 9 compared to Sunshine's. No, sorry, I got that.
And like, I know there was meant to be more stuff, but unfortunately, because of its rough development, that had to be cut. Like, apparently there was going to be a train system.
Yeah, we brought that up in the last part.
Yeah.
Let me actually double check, because I remember, where was it?
Yeah, we can elaborate more on the next part.
Yeah.
All right. See ya.
Yar.